BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of JobSite Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the JobSite Route Network. All right, there we go. How's everybody doing? Just making sure the mic was on. Had to change my settings here. How's everybody doing today? We're just going to have fun. I've been offline for a while. Pardon me while I enjoy some Butterfinger ice cream. Shout out to Butterfinger ice cream. Whoever makes that. Yeah, I just wanted to go over some of these TikToks hating on the passport bros. So bear with me. Let's enjoy this. All right. Hopefully, yeah, you can still hear me. Great. We're just going to use my mic. We're not going to use the desktop audio because I don't want to make it echo, and I think it's better.
Pay attention to the passport bros. Like, they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand. Like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need this, women that.
Well, that could be true, and the truth hurts, doesn't it? After all the plastic surgeries you have, you went to university and in debt, beautifying yourself with expensive products. Your man in there still wants to marry those women who are, according to you, are poor, uneducated, speaks little English language. It's insulting, isn't it?
Even
You are so full of yourself, entitled, proud, and the universe humbled you by those women who knows to have nothing but happy and grateful in simple things. No amount of hair extensions, thick makeups, sophisticated nails could overtake that. What do you speak English language? Hello, that's our second language, and we can speak other many dialects. You're poor in history.
I think that the United States and the Philippines has always had a good relationship with each other. We were colonized by the Americans, and we have their culture in our traditions even up to this day. And I think that we're very welcoming with the Americans, and I don't see any problem with that at all.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you.
Really, Western countries who colonized countries before, their men, their hearts are being colonized by these women and gays from these developing countries. And we are sucking their bones dry. Nothing left for you, honey. Sorry, not sorry.
Pay attention to the passport bros. Like, they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia.
Yeah.
New phenomenon that's taking the dating world by storm, this thing called passport bros. And apparently these guys on TikTok are bragging about how they're going to other countries, they're finding more traditional women that can cook and clean and act like housewives, and the woke people are getting mad. The Western women are getting mad because our men are going across overseas to find more traditional women, okay? And I just find it funny that the woke people push so much for immigration, right? And then all of a sudden all these bros are going out there immigrating, they're bringing them over, doing it the right way, get them a passport, getting them in the country, bringing in the melting pot that is America, and the woke liberal ladies are like, no, not that way, we don't want it that way, we want to be woke, but not actually. New phenomenon that's
To know that you need to quit trusting women so much. I have a chick in Colombia, and I have a chick in every country I've been to now. I got a chick in Colombia. We keep in touch, but we don't talk every day. I know she's messing around with other dudes, whether she wants to admit to it or not, and I also don't care. But some of y'all are putting so much trust that you're getting your heart broke because you think a motherfucker in another country ain't fucking where you going. And I'm sorry to say that may be true that sometimes. I've had one chick I felt like in Brazil, she wasn't doing nothing. I still always kept in the back of my mind that there's a chance. And if you don't keep in the back of your mind that there's a chance, when you find out, you're going to end up wanting to hurt yourself. I stopped trusting women so much, I don't care what continent they're on, it's not just U.S. women. And another thing
See, the passport bros finally admit to what I've been saying. When you're not there, Fabio, that she grew up with, will be blowing her back out. Like I said, I told y'all that. Fabio, that she grew up with, will be there blowing her back out. And Maria will be screaming his name. And then when you come into town, she will put on this act, you know, just to get by the time that you're there. And that's that. So these men, they go around calling American women 304s and all these weird names to go date foreign 304s that use them for their money. So much so that you have to send a disclaimer out because you know a lot of passport bros, they simp, and so they're gonna go into that situation and just be throwing their all to these women. Oh my God, I love you so much, Maria, right? And then when they get their heart broken, they don't know what to do with themselves, right? And this is a sad reality that even one of the mainstays in the passport bro community can admit to that. And so I'm just here to give y'all the facts, family. You know, I was a child of issue. I just give y'all the facts.
I could tell you a child of issue.
Like it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's true. And this just proves my point. These foreign women are only loyal to a certain extent a lot of the times. Like, you gotta really luck up and find a good one, because if not, and y'all, it's like the lottery. Like, y'all think y'all gonna win the lottery pick. So out of all the men that this stuff happens to, you are gonna be the one that it doesn't. Come on, man. Like, come back to reality. I know y'all want to live in this Neptunian reality, fairy tale land, and it's just not like that. Come back down to earth and come to terms with what's really going on.
Hermano, homo elegba. Baba me.
Men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries.
Men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries. Why? I'm right here. I'm single.
No,
Why? I want to be married.
Right, but I'm saying, do you typically see women traveling overseas to find
men are
husbands?
traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that is a good thing.
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are not great dudes.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
Why do you think men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries?
Men are traveling overseas to find wives.
Pervy.
Nobody wants to date me. I want to date you. I find you really attractive, and I think that we should go out. Go away.
So I know a lot of these passport bros, and especially black men, are in my comments.
Oh, God.
Passport bros.
I not feel slimy and disgusting as a person, knowing full well that you are going to another country, seeking out women that you perceive as easier to manipulate, easier to control, and easier to take advantage of. And even if you do find some poor woman that needs a green card, wants to move to the U.S., or, needs money, that's still not love. So on that note, safe travels, and I hope that you and all the other passport bros get exactly what you're looking for.
I understand where these men are coming from and why they are choosing to step away from modern Western female. Because the modern Western female doesn't know how to be a wife anymore. They don't know how to be submissive. They're typically very hyper-masculine. I don't need a man.
When you say hyper-masculine, what do you mean?
Go through life without interacting with men, that sounds like paradise.
If you in your purpose, you don't want to deal with that. You want to deal with competition.
You want a submissive one.
Not even submissive. I just want the yin to my yang. You feel me? The one thing a man wants the most in the house or in a relationship is peace.
Passport bros.
I'm not feel smart.
We don't talk enough about how passport bros are just predators.
I'm not a predator if I sleep with women in America, but if I sleep with women outside of America, I'm a predator. Got you. Guess that means you stop sleeping with people in different states, too, right? You live in Florida. Don't sleep with somebody in Chicago. You're a predator. Logic. The obesity rate in a different country is not as high as America. Stay here and sleep with all the mammoths. Got it? Women in other countries are nice and they look good. Stay here. Deal with somebody who's nice but don't look good. Or deal with somebody who
It's not nice.
and wants to rob you passively. Nice? I don't think she used logic. I don't think logic matters to her. She's not happy at all. She keeps on forgetting to use her Planet Fitness membership.
Dear passport boys, dear passport bros, stop calling yourself passport boys and passport bros. Are you going to the Philippines to look for a Filipina queen or what? So stop calling yourself passport boys and passport bros. Start calling yourself passport kings. That's right. Passport kings. Now, if you're going to the Philippines to just pack around, pull around, screw around as many women as you want. Then call yourself passport bros and passport boys. Otherwise, if you want to go to the Philippines to look for a Filipina queen and she will treat you like a king, then you better start calling yourself passport king. Understood? Good. Dear...
Yeah, Uber right here. She's been negative the past 15 minutes.
This is the real King Brujo guy again. Man, he's really hating. And yes, I think this is a good one because it shows the contrast of the tension that she had on her face when he first got there. You should see the videos of them now.
Hold on, y'all. I got it. All right, my curl is right for this.
Yeah, okay. That's okay.
Hey, excuse me. I hope you know CPR. You're taking my breath away.
Ouch. We got to watch that one again.
Hey, excuse me. I hope you know CPR. You're taking my breath away.
The fact that you guys are so proud of getting up, booking a flight, booking a villa, paying these girls to come to your villa just because you can't score in your own city in the States.
Man. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I think that beginning tension was really good for the Austin Hollerman episodes because she's very relaxed now in a way that, you know, only a man can relax a woman.
About women getting mad at the whole passport bro movement. It's the fact that, like, you won. No, like, the men that you consider incels, the men that you hate, they left the country. They left the country for women that want them. Why are you tight now? Like, the shit just popped in my head. Y'all are mad that they're no longer going after y'all and are going after women of different countries and you're tight. And because y'all get mad at what you heard and not what I said, I am not talking about the men who are predatory going after women for predatory reasons. I'm talking about the men who say, I'm tired of feeling disrespected by American women, I'm leaving. Or maybe you guys wrote that in as one and the same, which in that case, that's not fair. Like, that's the textbook definition of moving the goalpost. I don't like this specific type of man. Oh shit, he moved out of the country. Well, now he's just going after women who have no choice. Like, y'all got what y'all wanted and you're still not happy. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you know what?
Because I feel like the women in the United States are kind of like tarnished goods. And I want you to watch this video, okay?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. No one said that women are tarnished goods. If you actually look at a passport bro, which I know many of them, they are not going over there to grape and conquer. They are going over there because they are giving up over here. The reality is that there are too many women that are saying that they don't need men. Men want to be needed. They want to feel valued, like they are protectors, like they are alphas, like we need them. The problem is that too many women are saying, I don't need a man. I too say, I don't need a man, but damn, I want a man. They do things better and faster. Like, I laid down flooring for my Airbnb. I have like tiny hands. All of these were broken. There were like warped areas. Thank God my dad came and he helped me. But nonetheless, if I don't say I need a man, if I don't say I want a man, they don't feel valued. Just like when women were screaming and saying, this man's not saying that he appreciates me and I'm doing all the cooking and the cleaning and I'm working full time and I'm taking care of the kids. And the man saying, where's my dinner? Then the woman left, right? So what makes women think that the same tactic is going to work on the men? The reality is, women make up half of the workforce for sure, but we also spend a lot, so it's not like we're taking all of these trips like they are. And furthermore, none of the men ever say that they're damaged goods. What they consistently say is, we're tired. They say that they're tired trying to find a woman in the United States, let alone a metropolitan area like LA or New York, where women say, I don't need a man, go away, who do you think I am? I knew one guy that was, we're dating, and he told me he opened the door for a woman, and she said, I can get that myself. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm waiting for a guy to open my door, like, for me, like a gentleman. Like, that's what you're supposed to do as a date, but women, we're supposed to appreciate it. Also, if you go on a date with a guy and he pays for it, say thank you. It's like beside myself not understanding how when I go on a date with a man and I say thank you, they are overly thankful that I'm thanking them for taking me out to a dinner to get to know each other. And when I ask them why, it's because none of the women that they go on dates with actually say thank you. And I won't say none because it's a definitive answer and we all know that that's not the case. My purpose in this is to defend the passport bros because they're not raping and pillaging and like doing anything crazy. They just want a traditional woman, which is why they don't want to bring them over here.
Because they feel like the women in the United States are kind of like tarnished goods.
I'm a passport girl, and I'm going to use mine, believe that.
Guys, yesterday I had my first date with an American woman. And it was a disaster. It was an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. I arrived at the restaurant. First of all, her name is Kimberly. Oh la la, Kimberly. It's not my favorite name, but it's fine, you know, she's pretty, you know, so we sit down, we take the menu, and she looks me in the eyes and she tells me she doesn't eat gluten. You don't eat gluten? But how can you not eat gluten? Gluten is my life. Kimberly, gluten is rosa. Gluten is baguette. How can you not eat gluten? So I'm starting to be confused. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I look left, I look right, I'm a bit confused in this restaurant. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have some glass of wine, you know, like chill a little bit, you know. And so I was like, what do you want to drink? And she says me she doesn't drink alcohol. How can you not drink alcohol in your life, Kimberly? Alcohol is joy. Le vin, the wine is the joy. So I'm sorry if I left the restaurant without saying goodbye. I couldn't stay there. I'm sorry, but I can't have a love relationship with someone who doesn't eat gluten and doesn't drink wine. I'm sorry, Kimberly.
I'm a passport girl, and I'm going to...
I couldn't even get to the point where I was saying, well, look, I'm in it for the real deal here. I'm looking for a woman young enough to have children because I don't have children. I want to be a dad, so I'll give you everything if you give me everything. Couldn't even get to that point. But I could have that conversation with a woman in the Philippines like I had with Jayan, and she would say, okay, tell me more. How's that work? And then you have a discussion about it, and then you can come to find out, you know, if your goals are going to work out together. So I literally stopped swiping in the United States. I couldn't even get to the point where I was saying,
I don't trust the girls I see here raising my kids, because I have seen women sniffing out lines in front of their kids.
Those are not only your kids, those are your kids as well. Anyway, literally.
I've seen girls sniffing out lines in front of their kids.
I feel like this is a cultural difference.
No,
He's correct. I feel like there's a cultural difference. I don't think you can't find a wife in this country, but it's about the odds. It's about the nature and the nurture. See, if you're in this country, it'll be an odds. You might have to go through 50 girls to find one that you could potentially marry. I feel like in your country, because the culture is different, you probably have to only go through 5 girls to find one.
But the thing is, when we're talking about simping, right?
Yeah.
The thing is with women in the Western world, and women in the Western world, they seem like they want guys to simp.
Do you know
why? Hang on, wait. They want guys to simp for them, okay? So what happens is, when a man simps for a woman, right, it puts him in the feminine, and it puts a woman in her masculine. Yeah. And so what happens is that the man starts to be a woman and the woman starts to be a man. And so what happens, and so I'm just saying, and so what happens is that the dynamics of the relationship get skewed. And so women, while they may like, because women generally lack attention, you're women, you lack attention, right? However, too much attention from a simp, you ain't gonna respect him.
I mean, just think of the guys that you guys have liked the most. I mean, were they really simping for you,
Can I
or
say
they weren't
something
giving
to
you the
what you
attention
said?
you wanted?
Do you know, a man you only feel like the woman is taking the man's role if the man is not providing and doing the masculine, being the masculine.
Do you know
that
what I
he
think?
needs
What
to be.
matters?
Because a woman will automatically go into a feminine energy as soon as she finds that alpha male, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I think?
Why would men provide traditionally when they don't get traditional women?
Exactly.
But like how many of us are 22-year-old virgins on here?
Right.
Me, but it's also part of the social
me,
culture as well.
me,
And that's the reason why there's a lot of influence. There's a lot of influence.
I was a virgin.
No, I said
About the cap, you're 22-year-old virgin.
I was.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better bitches, better money, my clothes better, my shoes better.
Oh, nice to have you. Just, showing you the key to, a way for living than where you is now. You want to live life like that, go get you one of those, man. I'm tired of telling y'all, you feel me? But, this is my way of encouraging y'all to go have fun. Let me give y'all a quick tip. Do y'all know how much $1 US is in a different country? Y'all gotta Google. Go look it up, man. Go get your passports. It's that bad. And we young. Go live. Telling y'all go love it. Medellin, Colombia, this weekend. Famous A. I'm signing out. Follow your boy.
You know what? This is a really valid point. So black women created a trend for black women to follow black women.
Look at this
We
image.
didn't bash white women. We didn't bash black men. But for some reason, there are some black men and white women who are upset that black women are following black women. Meanwhile, some black men decided that they were going to create the passport bros trend because black women were not their preference or their cup of tea, and we were not submissive enough, and we were not this, and we were not that. Like, literally, they created a trend to disrespect black women and uplift other women. And now they're mad that black women are affirming black women. They don't see the difference in those two trends. One is affirming and one is bashing. But in the meantime, it's not black women doing the bashing.
Oh, that's
The
sweet.
passport bros seem to be a hot commodity nowadays, so let's just go ahead and get straight into it. This is another case of black women not minding their business. Y'all didn't care about male order brides until black men happened to make it popular, but of course you feel entitled to being the BBC commander when something no longer benefits you, although these are the same men that you said you didn't want, didn't need, and they are broke. I'm going to be honest, going overseas to travel frequently and live does not equate to broke. But then again, this just simply speaks to the delusion and hypocrisy of women. These men have been very clear in their message. They've said time and time again they wanted wives, someone they can build with, start their family with, someone they can create a legacy with. What y'all heard was they wanted someone that they can control. Y'all minimize being a wife simply down to being a slave, even so much as telling those other women overseas that they're uneducated and practicing sex tourism. And in turn, a lot of y'all have took your degree and traded it in for an OnlyFans profile. Nobody said anything when women were going to Dubai. We know why you were going. Nobody said anything when women were flying state to state getting flued out. We know what you were doing. Nobody said anything when Nigerian and Jamaican men needed green cards and y'all started falsifying marriage documents so you could drive your Range Rover with your red bottoms. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all wanted the option to go back to these men after the man that you really wanted was done dragging you through the mud. The passport.
Well, there you go.
And I went to Kenya. You know who I saw traveling on the plane to Kenya? Chinese folks and white people. Any country I've gone to, you know who's always on the plane to them countries, whether they're brown or not? Caucasians. Even here, some of my coworkers I met last night have been traveling the globe instead of living in their own countries because they understand that their government is corrupt and doesn't care about them. So they've lived their lives working in other countries, having full lives. One dude even got married for 2 years in China and dipped. And I guess they divorced. I don't know what the deal was, why they divorced, but he divorced her and now he's here. If you're interested in figuring out how to live abroad, please hit me up. I want to help as many brothers get out of the country as possible. Men, women. I want all the people to get out of the country, honestly, because America's just a big old plantation. When I was young,
There you go. There you go.
younger and I went to Kenya, you know.
Gotta appreciate what he said. Gotta appreciate it.
I foresee this conversation causing me to lose some people, but it's cool. Let's talk about it anyway. So the topic of today's discussion is going to be the passport boards. Men have been saying for a while that they're getting their passport and they're going overseas. They're going to get more women that they feel are more submissive and more suited for marriage. And women have been talking about how much they don't care. Why are y'all still here? Do we need to start a GoFundMe to send y'all over there? All this type of stuff, right? So let me drop my unsolicited 2 cents into this. So my thing is this. If you want to be considered one of the passport bros, I have no problem with that. Do your thing. If that's what you feel you need to do, go over there and do whatever you need to do. But at this point, I'm just wondering, like, when we make videos announcing that we're joining the passport gang, are we doing this to alert other men, or are we doing this to kind of humble the American women? This is just me and how I operate. Obviously, everybody's not me, but if I was into this movement, I would just be doing it in silence. And that's really how I operate in the majority of the things I do, from business deals to how I make money, any of that. I would just get my passport and peace out. That's it. And as far as the women's videos that come in as a knee-jerk reaction to the passport bros, if you really don't care, why spend the energy making a video to combat whatever the passport bros are saying? Because at this point, it seems like you care. I don't know a lot of people that put in a lot of thought and a lot of energy into something that they just completely don't care about. If it doesn't hurt you or bother you, you probably won't spend the time talking about it, right? And the same thing could be said to passport bros or whoever's making these videos. If you don't care what the American women are doing or what they're saying or whatever they do, you get tired of them, then why spend the time and energy making the content to tell them that you're leaving? I know people are not going to agree with what I'm about to say, but it's starting to seem like we are just in this long spat because we care about each other. We obviously care what the other side does. We poke fun at each other, we clown each other, we talk bad about one another. It's just dysfunctional. So my point is this: if you don't care about the other side or what they're doing, then don't give energy to it. I foresee this.
Oh yeah.
Good fun, but a lot of you guys were commenting that Unc ate me up in his video because he said he was gonna go get my cousin. And you are welcome to go and try and get my cousins, but unfortunately for you, my cousins are Confederate flag flying racist fucks who live in the mountains of West Virginia. So you can try, but you're probably gonna get killed on sight. To emphasize how racist my dad's family is, his older brother was openly a member of the Ku Klux Klan through the 1980s. And if you're trying to go to South Korea, where I was born, which, let's be honest, most of you aren't because it's not cheaper than the US, you're not going to meet Mai Ling. You're going to meet Hee-Ju Kim. But then Hee-Ju Kim's dad is going to take one look at your black ass and say no, absolutely not. And just here in good fun, but a lot of you guys were commenting that Unc ate me up in his video because he said he was going to go get my cousin. And you are welcome to go and...
That's crazy.
Let's talk about it. So, my name is Jesse Rico, and I'm from Mexico, so that makes me a foreigner. Now, did I marry a passport bro? Maybe. Did I divorce him? Yes. And why? Because I feel like motherfuckers needs therapy. I mean, we all do, you know? But 9 out of 10 men are not gonna go to therapy. Now, the misconception that American woman has towards the passport bros victims, shouldn't say it that way. I mean, women. Yet again, black women are right, because this is very biased. Most men are escaping their own traumas. Passport bros and American women.
So listen to this brother speak the truth about why this Asian woman speaking about passport brothers.
Asian women marry more white men than any other ethnic group in the United States of America. Namely, marrying into the ethnic group that predominantly occupies their countries of origin. The irony being that white men also created these fetishization stereotypes that we have about Asian people that we understand today. So her issue is not passport bros, Every man in the military with an Asian wife and kids is a passport bro. Her issue is black men doing it. It's simple, dog.
So listen to this brother. Speak the truth.
Well, she's right.
I'm taking it too far. When they go low, bitch, I'm going to hell. You shouldn't have been bothering me.
Imagine the same women that y'all boost up while also putting down the women that resemble your mama. Say they don't want your ass neither.
But after a while, aren't you supposed to like take the braids out and get some new ones in?
Gracias. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola.
Hola, chicas. Mucho chicas aquí. Muy bien. ¿Qué nombre es esta tienda? Esposa. Cuando yo quiero una chica, todas chicas es listo. ¿Sí? Ok. ¿Qué es tu nombre?
Mi nombre es Eli.
Eli. Mucho gusto, Eli. Mucho gusto.
Mi nombre es Patricia.
Patricia.
Mi nombre es Ana.
¿Y tú?
Hola, mi nombre es Daniela.
¿Otra
Hola, mi
vez?
nombre es Jacqueline. Hola, mi nombre es Yoli. Hola, mi nombre es Estefanía. Hola, mi nombre es Alejandra.
Hola.
Hola, mi nombre es Andrea.
Andrea. Toda la gente conoce a Andrea.
Hola.
Pop all that night, playing with your girl, okay. It wasn't a playing with your girl. Carry a bus like pop all that night, playing with your girl, okay.
Get your goddamn ass to this motherfucking house right motherfucking now. And I'm not lying.
This whole passport bros movement is evidence to me that in the end, the trash usually takes itself out. The creepiest, strangest, and most annoying of men are deciding to leave the country and pursue children in developing countries instead of bothering us. And I'm not mad at it, but I think it's funny that they think we're mad about it. I'm honestly sad that other people have to deal with you now. That's what I'm sad about. But like, honestly, if you're on this weird timing, go ahead, get your passport and leave too, because clearly nobody in America wants you.
These black American passport rules that are suddenly going after African women are doing so because they know that the African system always favors the man above the woman. They know that they can easily impregnate a woman and not have to worry about things like child support, and they can also divorce without bothering about things like alimony, especially when that lady is from a poor home. They want the benefits the African women bring to the home, but what benefits do they themselves offer? I
didn't understand the damn thing she said. Let's load more. Actually, I'm getting kind of tired. And I think we're going to go see Ant-Man, right, man? Yeah. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I guess we can come back and roast some of these passport haters, passport bro haters in a future video. Thank you for signing up. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Peace.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate free, gluten free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com. BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.